house guests. Welcome to today's Big Brother 19 updates and spoilers. Our house guest crew of the day. We've got Tina Ballard, Connie Amaya, Jonathan Kakala, I hope I said all those right, and Alexander Paul Harless. Yay! Thank you guys so much for your support. And Alexander/Alex wants to know, have I purposely been adding in more analysis in the spoilers this season because he feels like there's been more and he likes it? That's a great question, and thank you. I haven't been doing it like on purpose, but if you guys used to watch like way back, I'm talking like 10 years ago when I first started doing these, they were like super short, super quick, but now this is like my job, so I have a lot more time to dedicate to it. And the analysis, I think that's just me wanting to explain the context of things to you guys so that you really see what's going on and it's just not like a random note on a piece of paper, you know what I mean? So thank you for your question, and thank you all of you guys for your support again. We really appreciate it. Alright, so last night we saw on the show Paul did not use the final power veto, so Christmas was the sole vote to evict, and she got rid of Kevin. I just want to say thank you for the laughs, Kevin. The season would not have been the same without you. Alright, so that means our final three, we've got Paul, Josh, and Christmas, and after the show was over, it was time for them to face off in part 1 of the final HOH competition. So the feeds were down until around 12:30 a.m. Big Brother time. I'm wondering if they also filmed that reminiscing thing that they usually do for the Friday night show during that time, because I don't think the competition lasted that long. I don't think it lasted that long. So I think they probably did the reminiscing thing. Also, I heard Josh talking about like a really good meal that Big Brother gave them, so it sounds like that was happening as well. Alright, so when the feeds came back, we found out that Paul won part 1 of the final HOH. Big surprise there. And that means he will be advancing straight to part 3 on finale night, and Christmas and Josh will face off in part 2, which should be taking place tomorrow, Saturday. So let's talk about this competition first. Christmas did get to play. She was medically cleared, and it sounds like she lasted longer than Josh. Josh was only hanging on for like 40 minutes or something, and then it came down to Christmas and Paul. So it was some sort of endurance competition with a unicorn theme. They were talking about like hanging off of a unicorn, and the unicorn was like pooping on them. It was pooping out like this colorful paint dust stuff. So they were also all wearing unicorn t-shirts. I'm into that. I like unicorns, so I'm excited to see this one play out. So then after the competition was over, Paul is talking to Josh in the money bedroom. I think Christmas was showering or something. And he tells Josh, you have to win part 2. It has to be the two of us facing off in the final part so that we can go into it, have fun, you know, be confident. Because he's saying that their best chance in the final 2 is against each other. Nah, man. Paul is saying, like, we both have enemies, and I guess he's hoping that his gameplay will be above Josh's. I think that Paul personally would have a better chance against Christmas in the final 2. I think he would have had the best chance against probably Kevin, but he didn't see that, so yeah. I think Paul is also, in the back of his mind, worried about losing in the final 2 to a girl, because he's like traumatized from last season when he lost to Nicole. So I think that's another reason he wants to go with Josh instead of Christmas. And I guess Josh's style is a little bit more similar to his own gameplay in that, again, they both have a lot of enemies, whereas Christmas just like hung out all summer pretty much. I don't know. Okay, so Paul is like, Christmas is going to try to separate the two of us if you win part 2, and Josh is like, you really think so? I don't know. But Paul is saying he's not sure who Christmas would take to the final 2, so they can't let her win. Now, the irony here is amazing, because Christmas would probably take Paul to the final 2, and Josh has said that he would take Christmas, and I don't see him flipping on that. Well, maybe, but as of right now, no, I think he's still planning on taking Christmas. So then Paul was monologuing in the Apple Lounge, and he says he is just one competition win away from potentially winning this whole thing. He says everything that he's planned throughout the season has happened. He's got a point there. And he said he wants Josh again to win part 2 of the HOH competition for 2 reasons. He thinks that it'd be easier to beat him in part 3. I don't think so. I think he'd have a better chance against Christmas. Did you see how she did in that dates competition for that last Power Veto? She sucked. Josh was right on it. She sucked. So I think that it would be easier to beat Christmas than it would be to beat Josh, but... Also, Paul thinks that Josh would bring him to the final two. Again, Paul is making some major mistakes here. Oh my gosh, the jury management was really shitty this season, just like last year. And he's making some huge mistakes. I also think he should have kept Kevin. Like I said before, I think he would have had a better chance against Christmas and Kevin in the final three. Right? It just makes more sense. Like, why would you keep Josh around? I don't know. But Paul is kind of trying to formulate what he would potentially say in his finale speech. He says he's got 9 competition wins right now. If he can win part 3, that'll be 10. He's been up on the block 0 times. So he says he's going to make a killer speech. And he feels like, whoa, I could actually win this thing. He can't believe that this is actually a possibility. Same. He should have been out week 1, right? Oh my god, I can't believe these people are... Woo! I can't believe they let this happen. So then Josh comes in, and Paul keeps telling him, you gotta win, you gotta win. And Josh is playing along, acting like he'd take Paul to the end. I don't know, maybe he had a change of heart, but I really doubt it. I really think that Josh is still planning on taking Christmas. So Josh says he loves both of them, but Christmas won't mind. She's down with it. He's saying Christmas is cool with going out in 3rd place. Okay, so then Paul is warning Josh, don't let Christmas get in your head. He says, lock your brain. And then Josh responds, my brain is set, dude. I don't know why, but it just like made me laugh out loud. It was really funny. So then the rest of the night, the 3 of them were just reminiscing, talking about other house guests, some good things, some bad. And Paul told Josh again, you need to win this. He says he's going to keep checking in with him. Should be great. Okay, so then today... the house guest slept in until like 1:30 p.m. Oh my gosh. So Josh climbed into bed with mom and dad to wake them up. Like, come on guys, let's have breakfast. Come on, let's get up. So they didn't actually like get out of bed until around 2 p.m. The only interesting thing that really happened today so far, Paul wanted cereal for breakfast. And Christmas was like, no, you're going to ruin your diet like that already? Blah. So she did not want him to eat cereal. So you know what she did? She picked up the milk and she freaking threw it across the room and it exploded on the floor. Psycho! Yeah, psycho. So they've been cleaning that up. They had their breakfast and I believe Big Brother, just before we were starting to film this, gave them champagne. Gotta love the day drinking. So yeah, they're not really doing anything today as far as I know. Part 2 of the competition should be tomorrow. It'd be funny if they made them do it right after they drank that bottle of champagne, but they won't. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Who do you think is going to take part 2? Let me know. And until tomorrow, much love.